What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. Welcome back. This is the ESC United 2020 expert panel where our experts sharing their expertise on the songs that were sent in for Eurovision 2020. I'm not doing this alone. I got my team here with me. It's Melanie, it's Connor, and Roy. And the four of us will share our thoughts and then give our scores. And at the very end, I'll give you the overall team score as well. But first up, let's talk about the act. And we just had a discussion. Is it Roxen? Roxen, we always have different opinions on how to pronounce it, but she is representing Romania, and the name of the song, Alcohol You. Let's delve right into this, and Melanie, the stage is yours. What are your thoughts? You like it? No? Yeah?
Yes, I like it. So first of all, whoever came up with the song title just deserves a prize. It's just, how do you come up with this? Alcohol You? Creative. So the song itself is an ethereal masterpiece. You know, the production of the song grabs me because it's a ballad that doesn't rely on heavy builds. So you have a lot of ballads that's really building to some high note and then goes like and this song, it doesn't do it. And it has just a haunting minimalistic production, and I'm really loving it. And Roxen, as a singer, she also bringing it with such a vulnerability, yes, that immediately, yes, it just, when I just hear it for the first time, I was like, yes, this has winner feelings for me. So Romania is really going a great way with Roxen, and I'm very sad that she can't sing this song this year on an Eurovision stage, because it could win it all. But greatly, we're going to see her next year, and yes. I just love the song. And Roxen, just go this way, and I hope you bring just as a great song this year or next year.
Right, yeah. Next year, yeah. So we got one fan here for sure for Roxen or Roxene. Already. Now, I'm glad I'm going to go right after you, Melanie, because I want to pick up on a point that you made very interesting about, because it is simple sounds always like derogatory, but it's a smaller production initially, right? The arrangement and all of that stuff, which initially actually confused me, but they did a little revamp, and I think even though they're not having a big build, but they added a few elements to make it a little bit more stand out to me, because once again, I did a reaction video to the Romanian national final, the 5 songs, and once again, if you watched it, it wasn't even in my top 3, right? There were 3 songs I just loved, and I was okay with them. And then Alcohol You won. I was like, really? What am I doing wrong here? So, so when it won, though, I was a little deflated there. I'm like, okay. But I will say what I missed was I'm not expecting a big note or the big climatic ending, but I expect some surprise or some element that makes it a little bit more of a thing. And I feel as with the revamped version, they added a lot, not melodically, but the orchestration there in certain parts certainly make it shine a little bit more, and that elevated the song a little bit in my ranking. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad song, because it's not. It'll not be my number 1, but, I like it. Because I'm in the I like it. I wish I would be in the love it category, but I'm in the like it. So, it's not. I'm not skipping this one. That's the theme for me. I was like, am I skipping it? No. When it's on, yeah, I enjoy it. But it's not the song that I'm like, okay, let's rewind and listen to it again. And I think that is what it comes down to for me. So that's my opinion on Romania. Connor?
So this song is actually in my love it category. So it's funny that you said that. But I know when this national final was happening that everyone was talking about how it was going to be Cherry Red. That Cherry Red was the song that we needed, that we had to have a big banger because we had so many ballads. And yes, there was some issues in the national final and the performance of the song, but I think that this was the better song overall because this is more true to her as an artist. And in Eurovision, that's very important because if you don't love your song and you have to perform it for almost 3 months and then you get to Eurovision, your song can fall really flat at Eurovision. And I think that we definitely saw that with Italy, with whatever year that was that I'm trying to think of.
Accidental Karma? Oh no, which you're talking about? No.
That one, yes.
Yeah, 2007.
Yes. So when we had a song that was great and fell flat at Eurovision because they just didn't like it anymore. I think the best thing about this song is the fact that they pulled in a great songwriter. So they brought in Brian Isaac, who's actually an American, fun fact, who works with like Britney Spears and Flo Rida and Kesha and Pitbull. And so great artists. This is kind of what I've been waiting for Romania to bring back. They've had some great songs in the past. They had this really weird state from like 2017 to 2019 where they just had weird songs. And I think that we're back to a quality entry in a quality music industry for Romania. So I'm hopeful that we get another broody and dark entry that's going to be strange and weird for Eurovision 2021.
All right, we shall see. We shall see. Let's get through this part first before we talk about 21. But no, I hear you. I hear you. So let's talk about what scores we handed out. And keep in mind, first we're just going to do our 4 scores, and then we'll share the team overall score. Melanie, what did you give Romania? I have a feeling it's pretty good.
Matt, I want to give Roy also his time to talk about the song.
Oh, I forgot
forgot me, Matt.
I'm so sorry.
Damn it! This is not what we
That was
discussed.
totally accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This was accidental, right? Huh. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
You got 5 seconds. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I absolutely agree with Connor. This is also in my love category. I think it is very intricate. It's like very simply written, but yet still really complex in a certain way. I think the lyrics are quite well written. You have the alcohol you pun, but somehow in the story of the song, it really works well of being like you had a breakup and you feel a bit lost and you're just sipping on the alcohol and you just don't know what to do. And I think just it's a very fitting pun for the song. And I think melodically, it's already really good. With the revamp, they added a good moment that was kind of necessary. Because I think if you didn't have that, then this wouldn't work for the overall audience. It would have its fans because it's like a good, dark ballad, but not everybody would love it. And I think with a moment that they added to it, that really made it even better. I would ditch the dress though. I don't think that was a good decision. But I mean, that's easy to do, right? And I'm really excited to see her back because I like it when young artists get the chance to show themselves for an audience. So, yay.
No, that's my good points that you raised there, and I completely agree. So let's do this again. Let's give our scores. Melanie, go ahead. And I promise, Roy, I'll ask you too. But first, Melanie.
Yeah, so as I said, it's just a great song. I love it from the start that I hear it. You know, I never understood the hype around Cherry Red. I was like, why does everyone like that song? Okay, was from Start My Winner. I love it. It has winner vibes. And the only reason why I didn't give it a perfect score was because I have a feeling that Roxen is still young. She still has to develop as an artist. That's why I'm give her a 9.
Okay, that is fair. And yes, as Roy made a really good point, with that one moment that was added that's really needed to win over people like me with the revamp, that is exactly what happened there. I can appreciate and respect a song and its production value without being like the biggest fan, and I think that's very important sometimes because we cannot love every song. It's just not impossible, but you can at least appreciate it for what it is. So I cannot give it a low score because there are so many good things about it. So my final score is a 7. So it's still good. So do I have songs that are high in my ranking? Yeah, but it's good. It is good. So Connor?
What I love about this song and the reason why I gave it the score that I did is because it's showy, but without going kind of like to Dami Im, like Sound of Silence showy, where it's big song, big voice, big staging. This was always going to be a more simplistic song with a more simplistic artist. So I gave it a 10, and a lot of the reasons why I did, it kind of piggyback off of both of your comments of she's a young artist, and I think that she had a lot to show and a lot to prove. She brought something that was very different for Romania, and I think that this was going to be a for sure qualifier because of the amount of people who were talking about it and the amount of people who can recall it from memory.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that we can't really beat that, but you can match it. Okay, let's give the overall score. I'm kidding, Roy. You're next.
Hey, we're not doing this again, okay?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for me, 10, I don't really give 10s too often because you need to be perfect, and I don't think it is perfect just yet. And I really love it from the bottom of my heart because, you know, there's a lyric in the song. Let's be like,
Clever.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's really lovely that this was in the contest, and I think it would be a dark horse maybe to challenge for top 5 or win maybe even. It's my second favorite of the year, and I've given it a 9.5.
Holy smokes! I feel like you guys make me all look like I'm a horrible person giving it 7. All
Well,
right.
you are for skipping me.
Oh, that's what I get. I guess.
That's
Yeah.
karma.
Yes.
That was. I guess that is fair. All right, but. If it was only between the 4 of us, this would be a fantastic score. But there are more than 4 of us. There are plenty of ESC United folks out there of our team that voted, and I am ready to give you the overall score that Roxen and Alcohol U has received. I don't have any drums, so I'm just doing air drums. But the score is 7.35. So that, your thoughts. I don't want to take... What are you guys thinking? You guys are the fans.
I don't know. I maybe expected it a bit higher, but then again, there'll probably be people that don't like it as much as me and Connor and Melanie do. It makes sense that it evens it out a bit more towards the 7 part, and I think Matt is a bit like in the between guy, and I think it would always kind of
Meaning
land
I'm
in
the
that area.
reasonable one.
Well, no, you're the horrible one, but that doesn't matter right now.
I don't regret skipping you then. Okay, so no, Melanie, any thoughts for you? I mean, you made some really gave her some really nice compliments. You think that's a fair?
Yes, I think it's fair. You know, there are people who love it, but it's also really ballad year. So I think it's for some people, it's like the several ballad you hear, and I think if you give her a warning or like ballad 1, ballad 2, and then Roxen, ballad 3, ballad 4, people are like, why another ballad? So I understand why people aren't that liking, but I think it stands out enough of the other ballads that are competing this year to be just a great song. But I understand why all the people don't see that. So it's an understandable score for me.
Okay. Yeah. But where does Romania end up overall in the ranking? Let's take a look here. Here is your scoreboard. There are a few more to come here. So let's wait and see. But 7.35 is the final score for Romania. And we'll be back soon to share with you the score for the next country. We're not going to tell you who it is. It's a surprise. So we got to move on because we got so much more recording to do. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.